Hello, and welcome to my unboxing, kind of, for the Sonic movie series on Blu-ray. I say kind of because this is the only one we'll actually be unboxing today. I already have these three. In fact, I unboxed this one previously, but, figured I want to look at all of them at the same time. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's just get right into it, shall we? So, yeah, hold on, let me just set these down to the side. Perfect. So let's look at this first one, which is obviously Sonic the Hedgehog. Um, I think this movie's okay. Um, Obviously, when I first saw it, I was like, holy shit, this is really good. Mainly because, before this, there was really only like one or two actually watchable video game movies. So I basically took anything I could get, especially, after they redesigned Sonic because of the original design being, let's just say, not ideal. Um, yeah, anyways, here's the front. Here's the spine. Here's the other spine. And here's the back. Yeah, including a bunch of deleted scenes, stuff, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, let's take off the slipcover. Yeah. Front, spine, and back. Sorry about that. As I'm sure you could hear right before the cut, my cat wanted to get into the room, and if you own a cat, you probably know they are very persistent sometimes. So, yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah. So when we open this up, this did come with a digital code. Obviously, I've already redeemed it, as I've had this Blu-ray for like over 2 years now. So, yeah. Anyways, when we open it up, it's very basic, Paramount being Paramount, their disc art is, they don't even have disc art. So yeah, here's the DVD one, and here's the Blu-ray. Yeah. So let's head to the TV and take a look at what these discs have to offer. All right, so this is the disc menu for Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Um, should probably mention that this does contain spoilers technically for the movie, and by that I mean it's basically like the first, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. um, yeah, it's just the credit sequence of the film. Um, yeah, I should mention that, what was it, the DVD menu, it's literally the exact same. The only difference is it doesn't have the extras tab here. And the menus, the way that it handles them are slightly different, but it's not really worth, mentioning. But yeah, so we have play. Then for settings, we have, that is a lot. Uh, yeah, so for audio, we have English Dolby Atmos. The explanation is at the top. I'm not reading all that. Then English audio description. I assume this is for people who might be blind, so they have, or like visually impaired, so they have, like in this scene, Sonic is reading a comic book, to use the scene in the back as an example. Yeah, and then we have Spanish. I'm not sure, um, like the difference between these two Spanishes. Yeah, they're both 5.1 Dolby Digital. Yeah. Then we have French 5.1 Dolby Digital and French Canadian 5.1 Dolby Digital. So I assume this is Quebec French. Italian 5.1 Dolby Digital. Portuguese 5.1 Dolby Digital. I'm not sure what that is. I'll be honest. Yeah, the commentary track by director Jeff Fowler and the voice of Sonic, Ben Schwartz. Yeah. And then for subtitles, we have English for the hearing impaired. I'm not sure what this is. The two Spanishes, French Canadian, Italian, Dutch. I'm not sure. Portuguese. Uh, um, I'm not sure, and I'm not sure, and none. And then for scenes, it's your chapter select. Yeah. And then for extras, it's the previously mentioned commentary track, Around the World in 80 Seconds, deleted scenes, bloopers, Speed Me Up music video, which I should mention, I have my TV muted, but that is the song playing in the back because that's also the song that plays in the credits. For the Love of Sonic, Building Robotnik with Jim Carrey, The Blue Blur, Origins of Sonic, and Sonic on Set. So was it literally just like 5 minutes of a tennis ball or something? I'm kidding. Yeah. Anyways, let's head back to the table and yeah, look at the next Blu-ray. All right. Now that we've looked at Sonic 1, let's move on to the next one, which is Sonic 2. I, of course, got the Steelbook, especially after hearing that it might be based on the game cover for Sonic 2, which, obviously, if you've seen the original, you would know that this is very much the case. Yeah, I really like this one. But of course, I might be a little bit biased because I'm a big fan of the games. Yeah, also a little detail I love is how Knuckles is like hidden in the 2 here. I'm not sure if that's even showing up on camera or not, but trust me, it's there. Yeah, so here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back. I love this right here with Sonic and Knuckles fighting each other. And then, yeah, when we open this up, yeah, we have 2 discs, the Blu-ray and the Ultra HD Blu-ray, which I don't have an Ultra HD player, so I only bought this for the Blu-ray. Yeah, and then also when we get rid of the discs here, yeah, you have artwork here, so it's, you know, Knuckles and Eggman, or I guess Robotnik. His name technically is an Eggman, like it is in the games. And then, yeah, obviously Sonic and Tails. Yeah, I really like this set. You know, I like the artwork. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to the TV and see what this disc has to offer. All right. So here's the disc menu for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah. I'm glad they went with a slightly different menu than the last movie, but also at the same time, like, I don't know, I've always had a problem with ones like this where it's like basically just clips of the movie, you know, while it's like I don't know, it's like if I want to watch the movie, I'm just gonna watch the damn movie, you know? Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we got play, settings, and for settings, English Dolby Atmos, again, explanations at the top, English audio description, Spanish 5.1 Dolby Digital, and Spanish, Latin American Spanish, I assume, again, 5.1 Dolby Digital, I don't know the difference, French 5.1 Dolby Digital, Canadian French 5.1 Dolby Digital, I guess Brazilian Portuguese 5.1 Dolby Digital, commentary by director Jeff Fowler, and the voice of Sonic, Ben Schwartz. Yeah, English for the deaf and hard of hearing, I'm not sure, 2 Spanishes, French, Canadian French, Dutch, I'm not sure, Brazilian Portuguese, not sure, and not sure, and obviously none. And then for scenes, again, it's your chapter select, and I guess also your bookmarks. Okay, be honest. Who uses bookmarks? Honestly, like, you know, yeah. And then for extras, we have again the commentary track, animated short, Sonic Drone Home. I did watch this one. I thought it was cute. You know, it's not very long. It's like I think like 7 or 8 minutes, something like that. Yeah, probably the most jarring thing is not only the dip in animation quality, but also the fact that Knuckles isn't voiced by Idris Elba. He's voiced by Fred Tatasciore. I hope I said that right. Yeah, deleted and extended scenes, bloopers, music video, Kid Cudi, Stars in the Sky. Weirdly enough, that song isn't actually playing in the back here. Again, TV's muted, but I think it's one of the orchestral pieces. I'm not sure which one. I haven't really properly listened to the soundtrack. Yeah, Finding Your Team, The Powerful Puncher Knuckles, Rapid Fire Responses with Ben Schwartz, Robotnik Reimagined, and A Sibling for Sonic, Tails. Yeah. So now that we've looked at Sonic 2, let's go back to the table and see what we have to look at next. All right, now that we've done that, let's move on to the Knuckles series. I actually like this show. Is it very good? Not really. But, you know, I find it very entertaining. Even if, yes, I do agree that it's like in the second half, it's not really the Knuckles show, it's the Wade Whipple show. I actually like Wade Whipple, so obviously I don't really mind much, but I know other people do. So, yeah. Here's the front. Here's the spine. Here's the other spine. And here's the back. Yeah. 170 minutes. That should tell you that this is a show and definitely not a movie. Oh yeah, let's make an almost 3-hour movie about Knuckles. Yeah. Anyways, let's take off the slipcover. Here's the front. Here's the spine. And here's the back. It's the same sort of stuff, except this one has it printed right on the plastic. Discs made in Germany. Cool. Yeah. Then when we open this up, yeah, it's just the Blu-ray, no DVD, no anything else. Yeah, I was meaning to get the steelbook of this one, but I just never bothered. So, yeah, let's go to the menu, or like, let's go to the TV to look at what this disc menu has to offer. All right, this is the disc menu for the Knuckles show. I assume because of just, you know, how large the series is, being almost 3 hours, and obviously that's a lot of space to take up. Menu is very bare bones. Yeah, so we have play all episodes. Then for episodes, we have The Warrior, Don't Ever Say I Wasn't There For You, The Shabbat Dinner, The Flames of Disaster, Reno Baby, What Happens in Reno Stays in Reno. So that's just the 6 episodes. And for settings, for audio, we have English Dolby Atmos, English audio description, German 5.1 Dolby Digital, and French 5.1 Dolby Digital. And then for subtitles, we have English for the deaf and hard of hearing, German, and French. And then for extras, we have Cast Featurette, Working with Knuckles, This or That, Knuckles Impressions, and Gag Reel. Yeah, obviously not nearly as many extras for this one, but again, because of just how large the show is, makes sense, especially if I want to contain everything to one disc. Even though, I mean, it probably would make more sense to just split it in two, but that's a whole other thing. Anyways, let's move back to the table and look at the final Blu-ray we have to look at for today. Okay, and now, last but not least, the Steelbook for Sonic 3. I did not get the Shadow one, as I'm sure you can tell. I wanted to, but this was the only one I was actually able to find. I don't know what's the deal, but because like everywhere I've looked, at least in Canada, I can't find the Shadow one. They only show the Sonic one. So I'm not sure what the deal with that is. Yeah. So yeah, I just decided to get this because I wanted to get this movie as a steelbook. I knew that. I will say though, I do kind of wish the artwork, because like, you know, this one, it's based on Sonic 2. You know, makes sense. This one, I wasn't expecting the Sonic 3 cover because, you know, Shadow obviously wasn't in Sonic 3. I know that they actually did recreate it though, but that was for a different thing. I kind of wish it was based on, you know, Sonic Adventure 2, because that's what this movie is heavily inspired by. And like they even recreated the cover for Sonic Adventure 2 in like promotional material for Sonic 3, but whatever. Yeah. So this is the only one we're actually going to be unboxing today. I already made a little thing here because like the weird little holes you can find in the plastic. I'm not sure if you can see those, but yeah. Anyways, let's just actually undo this. Come on. perfect. Come on, there we go. There we go. All right, so like with a lot of other steelbooks, this part right here is just a backing. That isn't really needed, but yeah. Here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back. Yeah, and then when I take the backing off, oh, come on. Oh, damn, that actually came off quite nicely. Yeah, and then here's the back on this one. Yeah, it shows knuckles and tails. So, yeah. Now when we open this one up, I know it comes with a digital code, so I'm going to take that out real quick. I mean, it'd be redeemed by the time I'd actually show it, but just in case, you know? Yeah. So when we actually open it up, yeah, it seems very similar to the Sonic 2 Steelbook. Yeah, you got your Ultra HD Blu-ray and your regular Blu-ray. So when you actually take out the discs, yeah, very, very much like the Sonic 2 Steelbook, where, granted, on this side you have the heroes and on this side you have the villains, but yeah, so you got Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Shadow, Eggman, and Gerald Robotnik. Yeah. Swapping the order because, like I mentioned, I don't have an Ultra HD player. Yeah. So let's go to the TV to look at what this disc has to offer. All right. So here's the disc menu for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'll admit I'm a little disappointed by the disc menu just being the first poster for the film they released with Sonic and Shadow. Yeah, the music in the background, I think it's from like the first 5 minutes or whatever, when Shadow escapes Prison Island. I feel like that's not really a spoiler, it's like all over the trailers. Yeah. So, yeah, we got play. And for settings, we have, whoa. Okay, it's a lot more than I thought there would be. Yeah, English Dolby Atmos again. English audio description, I'm not sure. Spanish or Latin American Spanish. Seems to be that's the only Spanish now. Again, 5.1 Dolby Digital. French 5.1 Dolby Digital. Canadian French 5.1 Dolby Digital. I'm not sure. And then commentary by director Jeff Fowler and the voice of Sonic, Ben Schwartz. Yeah, and then for subtitles, we have English for the deaf and hard of hearing. I'm not sure. Latin American Spanish, French, French Canadian, or Canadian French. I don't know why. Never mind. Dutch, not sure, and not sure, and none. And then for scenes, again, it's your chapter select. Yeah, and then for extras, the previously mentioned commentary, Sonic Family Fun, Enter Shadow, Robotnik Family Reunion, Ivo and Gerald, For the Love of Sonic, directing a trilogy, The Fox, the Echidna, and the Hedgehog, live action Lunacy, acting opposite puppets, From the Cryo Tank to London, The World of Sonic, Team Sonic versus Shadow, A Very Sonic Christmas, gag reel, and deleted scenes. I'll say in a world where physical releases I feel like are getting less and less special features, I'm so glad that the Sonic movies of all things are giving like this many options. Like I don't even remember the last time I bought a new Blu-ray that actually had a commentary track of any kind. Like a movie released in like the past like 5 years. They almost never have any sort of commentary tracks. And the only ones that I personally own that I've seen this for is for the Sonic movies of all things. So yeah, I'm very glad that they have all these special features here because I'm definitely I'm the weirdo that actually watches the special features included on Blu-rays. You know, I mean you could probably guess that from my channel and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyways, let's go back to the table one final time. All right, now that we've done that, yeah, that concludes today's unboxing video. I really like this series. Okay, well, I should say I like these two, and I think these two are just okay, but you know, you can't expect everything to be like 1,000,000% great, 20s across the board, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.